gentlemen, and welcome into episode number 132. I'm your host, Andy Horton, alongside my co-host, Jared Bergstrom, here on Play by Play. Well, Jared, we just got done filming I guess technically it would be last week's show. Now we're on to the Christmas show.
Yep.
We kind of got to do things in a weird time frame, weird order, because MVCC is going to be off most of next week, and we won't have time to get in here and do it. So that means we got a lot to talk about right now. We got to get to the NBA Cup as that finished up, at this point, over a week ago now.
A week ago yesterday.
Yeah. Then we're just going to talk about some of the NBA stuff in general. Got to pick NFL games for next week, and we have to pick the Christmas Day games. So the NBA Christmas Day games, I guess I should say.
Yeah.
The most important regular season games that there are in the NBA. So without further ado, I guess let's get into it. So last night,
So can we say that Doc Rivers finally won an elimination game?
Ooh, I don't know. Let me think about that one.
Okay.
I don't know how I feel about that one necessarily.
I don't know if that'll change his record in elimination games, but I mean, he did win the NBA Cup championship. Now, hopefully, if Milwaukee learns anything from LeBron and the Lakers last year, don't do a banner raising for it, because they struggled and lost. Didn't they go lost 18 out of 25? I think it was something bad.
I don't know if it was quite that bad, but yeah, they lost a lot coming out of that. And actually, it's interesting that you brought it up, because in his post-game press conference last night, they asked Doc about that, and he was like, "Yeah, I talked to Darvin, and Darvin Ham told us, he's like, dude, just leave the champagne alone. You still got the rest of the season to deal with." And it was kind of Darvin Ham saying, "Yeah, we shouldn't have partied up so much about winning the cup last year. It kind of got us, kind of messed ourselves up a little bit." And so yeah, they didn't party about it. Maybe they had a little, yay, yeah, but not like last year when the Lakers were spraying the champagne everywhere. No, there's actually a picture of all the champagne after they're done, after the game and all. None of it's
bottles?
touched.
Oh.
Yeah, none of it's been.
Okay.
They literally didn't even touch it.
There you go.
So yeah.
It's kind of a boring game.
Yeah, no, very low scoring.
Giannis had a triple-double. I mean, it's a bad night if Hartenstein's your leading scorer for Oklahoma City.
Yeah, 16 and 12. I mean, he definitely filled up the box score with those rebounds. But actually, no, Shea was their leading scorer. He had 21. But they're just saying, I guess they put Hartenstein there because they thought he had the better game.
Okay.
Yeah,
I was about to say
16 and 12.
Okay. Well, hell, Hartenstein was third on the score. Jalen Williams had 18. So I guess he was just a better player for Oklahoma City, they think.
Yeah. Do we know how long your dude is going to be out? Chet?
Let me look.
Because I think if he's out an extended period of time, I don't know how good they're going to be able to be this year. He's so important to them. I mean, he's 7'3", and can handle the ball and use he can shoot it from distance. I mean, there's a lot of stuff that he can do.
Let's see. He's not supposed to be reevaluated until January. But they come back and said it's not a season-ending injury for him. So,
what was it?
It was a leg injury.
That's all I'm seeing, though.
Or hip. Looks like hip.
A hip injury? Oh, that's even worse.
Yeah. So, I mean, if they could, they're still probably, are they still tops in the West? Let me see standings.
Oh, okay. So former second overall pick suffered a right iliac wing fracture, a rare injury that occurs in the hip. Never even heard of that, but it does not sound fun.
I guess that's why it's rare. But, I mean, they seem optimistic. This was a day ago by Athlon Sports. They seem optimistic about his return.
Oh, he broke his pelvic bone.
Ooh.
I'll show you what I'm looking at, and then if you want, you can grab it and throw it in post.
Oh.
Oh, that's awful.
He's going to be going up the left side then if he comes back, not the right. Ouch, that is a bad. Ew. That is. Ew. Nope, no thank you.
Ah, dude.
All right. But yeah, you can definitely tell that the Thunder are missing him tremendously. I mean, before he went out, he was averaging, what was his averages? He was averaging.
That's gross, dude.
Was 16 points and 8 rebounds. So yeah, he's definitely see that they're missing him now.
And then also 2.5 blocks a game. One of the better shot blockers in the entire league. Yeah, they're one of the teams I think has a really good chance to come out of the West. It's just losing a guy like him. Are they like? I guess they, like you just said, they said it's not
season ending.
But how long are they going to miss him, and how far are they going to
And
fall?
it's like how far, or not even how long can they miss him? It's like how long can he can he practice to even get back into game mode?
Mm-hmm. They're like, if they fall behind a team like Dallas, or the Rockets, or Golden State, they don't want to be going on the road against any of those teams. And Golden State is fairly far down the list.
I was about to say,
but that's still only 6 losses. Like, they only have to lose 6 games in order to have the same amount of losses as Golden State does. So it's like, they are significantly higher than them in the standings right now, but it's like if they slip and fall, you don't want to be going on the road against good all these talented teams, like in the playoffs.
Right. Yes.
And you flip things and look over at the East. Are the Bucks actually do you think they've actually figured this thing out?
I don't think so. Golden State.
There's no games tonight. And then the Bucks don't play.
So they're 12-3 since he went out with that injury.
That means before that they were 8-2?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, I don't know. It's definitely going to affect him. And that's just a weird injury. I hope that that's not something that really affects his career hugely, because that's just an injury I've never heard of anyone getting.
Right. So let's see. Let's look at any games now. I guess we can only pick the Christmas Day because day games. Or do you want anything else in the East or in NBA that you want to talk about before
we get on to the Christmas Day games?
Yeah. It's nice to see Detroit in the play-in game, or at least in that play-in spot now, seeing how horrible they were last year.
Yeah, they definitely have. I mean, they've taken a step forward. Wow, they have 16 wins at this point in the season. That's nuts.
11. They're 11
Oh, yeah, I'm sorry. I read that backwards.
Well, I guess you could be surprised they only have 16 losses at this point in the season.
Exactly. There you go. They got a bunch of dudes that,
aren't they all relatively young, too?
Most of them are.
Okay.
Outside of Tobias Harris and Malik Beasley. Is he still young? I don't remember. How long has he been around? He's only 28, so he's not young, but he's not old either. I don't know, dude. I almost feel bad for this team because, a lot of the stuff that they do have, I don't think it's going to be there long term. Malik Beasley, I feel like they should probably, or like some playoff team is going to want to come and try and get him and have him as a nice bench piece. Tobias Harris, he's up there in age at this point. 32. My goodness, he's getting old. And he's also been one of those, like, he's been a really good player in the NBA for a long time, but he's just been a really good player in the NBA for a long time.
Right.
So it's like, he's not going to add that much. It just feels like they're a first round, or if they are able to make the play-in or whatever, like, I don't think they'll make it out of the play-in. They do have talent, and like, I love the Thompson brothers. They're Thompson.
They got a Sear or
Azur.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's only averaging like 7 or 8 points a game. I think they need to get him more playing time. He's only playing 16 minutes a game, and if he's anything like his brother, he could be a triple-double threat almost every night if he gets all of the playing time. I feel like he should. Yeah, like, I don't know. They're not a bad team. They're not a terrible team, but at the same time, they still have a very, very long way to go.
They do.
Detroit.
But at least they're not basement dwellers like they had been for a while in the East.
That is for sure.
Washington is claiming that and staking their flag in the basement for that.
You know who also has 3 wins in Washington this year? Washington has 3 wins on the season. You know who has 3 wins in Washington this year?
Boston?
Yes. 3-0 against the Wizards.
Dang.
Philly, like, I don't know what they're going to end up doing. They might end up blowing this thing up here soon because, like, you go and you get Paul George, and that's supposed to be the answer that kind of, he's supposed to be the missing piece between Maxey and between Embiid, and they are what's the record? It's not good.
8-16.
8-16. And it's like, but so at the same time, if they do decide to blow this thing up, what are they, like, you're not going to get a ton of stuff for PG, not at this point in his career. He's, 34, and he's had catastrophic injuries.
Right.
Yes, he's 34, and he had the one catastrophic leg injury where he broke his leg. Joel Embiid, he's never been healthy.
Right.
I mean, you'll be able to get something from him, but I'm not giving up
nothing meaningful like that.
Maybe. If my team is already pretty well put together, you could get me to give up like 2 firsts. But I can't go any more than that. And 2 firsts is not good enough for a guy of Joel Embiid's stature. Like, and you're stretching it. I'm talking 2 firsts and maybe a good role player. Like, you're not getting a lot for Joel Embiid in my mind either, just because he never plays. And then, so Maxey is the guy who, if you're going to be able to trade him, you're going to get a whole load for. You get a whole load. But it's like,
didn't he just sign like a huge contract though?
Yes, but they just got done. 5 years ago, 6 years ago, with this crazy long rebuild where they got all of the first-round picks for a whole decade, and this is what they've made out of it. Like, it's just not good enough, and I feel like they're going to have to do it again. I think they're on the verge of really, really blowing this thing up. Like, again, the Philly is so disappointing.
I guess we can't say Milwaukee has figured it out because the last time we talked about really looked at the NBA, I think Milwaukee was outside of the playoffs play-in tournament looking in.
Yeah, I still don't want to say that necessarily means that they figured it out.
I mean, congratulations, you're better than Toronto, Philadelphia, and Brooklyn, who are outside the playoffs looking in now.
And it's like I don't think they have a chance to beat the Celtics. If they play the Cavs like in the playoffs, I think they have a chance to beat them because their star power is so crazy. But they don't have enough pieces around Giannis and Lillard, in my opinion, to truly be a threat to the Celtics. here in the East. But it could be a really good series. So if those guys put on the cape at the same time, like they'd be able to get a couple of games from Boston. But at the same time, like, if Porzingis is out there, then does that mean that Giannis has to guard him, and that pulls him away from the rim, and then anyone gets anything at the rim that they want? Or Brook Lopez, does that mean he's a guy out there? I like Brook Lopez. Brook Lopez cannot, he doesn't have the speed and the mobility to be able to shuffle his feet enough to be able to guard guys out on the perimeter and inside. I just don't know if they're going to have enough.
When does Porzingis come back?
I don't know. From my understanding, it's a very well. I mean, he did come back like a couple weeks ago. But I think he just got a very light injury.
Oh, I just saw he's only played in 7 games.
Yeah, but he did come back like a couple weeks ago.
Okay.
And he maybe not last night or the night before. Actually, no, not last night. So maybe the night before. But crap, I just lost my train of thought. Oh yeah, he got hurt in like the last game that we played, but from what I heard, it was just pulling him out of precaution.
Okay.
Type deal.
Yeah, same for the playoffs. That's where you'll need him most.
Exactly. I still think Cleveland has been awesome.
Yeah.
Love the fact that they've been able to do what they do. Finally someone in Cleveland isn't a complete failure. The Knicks, man, they're starting to come around. They're scoring 116 points a game. Brunson and Cat scoring between the two of them just 0.2 points shy of 50 points per game. And then Bridges and Anunoby, those guys are combining for 34 a game. You're getting 84 points from your top 4 players. Yeah. And then they're still getting 24 more from Josh Hart and Miles McBride. I mean, they're getting contributions up and down this lineup. I mean, that's 2, 4, 6 dudes in double figures. And then you also got guys like Precious Achiuwa and Campaign and Tyler Collect all on the bench. Which I don't know how good he's going to be early, but he's a dude that I think he could play. He could be a Peyton Pritchard type guy in the league for a while. And speaking about Peyton Pritchard, I don't want to talk about the Celtics too much because I mean, they're my team, and I don't want to seem like too much of a homer. They're the Celtics. We know what they're going to do.
Right.
But Peyton Pritchard, dude, has been insane this year. He's averaging like 15 points a game. Freaking just chucking up an insane amount of threes. He has more three-pointers than he's averaging 16 and a half points a game. He has more three-pointers than Steph Curry.
Oh.
I think he's actually leading the league in three-pointers.
Let me look.
Is shooting 9 a game, and he's hitting 3.9 of them. He's shooting 40%, well over 40% from 3.
This doesn't. I want the actual number of 3 points made, not the per game. See, Curry has made 22.
Oh, he definitely has. I can guarantee, he's played in every game this year for us, and he's hitting 4 a game. So he's played in 26 games. He has 112 threes, 108. And you're saying Steph has only hit 42? Or has only hit 22?
Yeah. Oh, that's his last 5. Sorry.
Oh, okay.
Damn, Google.
I was like, what?
I typed in how many, and it's 22 in his last 3 games. Here, let me look at this. So Curry has 85 this season.
And Peyton Pritchard, those are just round numbers, I said. So give me a second.
Peyton Pritchard has 101.
101. Yeah, there you go. He has 15 more threes than Steph. 16 more threes than Steph.
Yeah.
That's just incredible. What he's
Well,
been able
that
to
was
do
the last handful of games. Pritchard, 5, 7, 6, none. 5, 5, 7, 3, 6,
yeah,
none,
dude.
none.
I mean, that's the only shots he's making.
All.
For the most part. It's the only ones he's taking for the most part.
Okay. All right. I think we're ready to move on to the games then.
Yeah, sure. In December, he's hitting 4.4 threes per game.
Damn. All right, now let's move over to Christmas Day games.
October, he hit 4.6. That's wild. Payne Pritchard's just been nuts this year.
You want to pick the games first, or you want to talk about the blasphemy that the NBA has done?
Oh, it's up to you. I definitely know what you're talking about because I'm upset about it.
Let's do the blasphemy first.
Okay.
This is stupid. I think I hadn't seen it till you showed me when we were at B-Dubs on Saturday, but I've been like outside the room and I heard it come on the TV and it's like, you know, that old NBA jingle bells with
they did in like the mid 2000s.
Yeah.
Or mid
2010s.
Yeah, mid 10s.
Where they shooting the things and making jingle bells. And so I heard that. But then when you showed me the commercial, actually, no, you just need to leave the claymation to Wallace and Gromit. That's the only successful claymation there is. And not this bull crap that they pulled making this claymation with the NBA.
When it's like they added a bunch of extra players and like...
Yeah.
I don't know. There was a lot more going on in that than what there was originally. I thought the original with, let's see, it was... Steph, LeBron, KD, Harden, yep. PG, I think, was in it.
Okay.
That might have been it.
Well, here, we'll just...
We're going to watch it?
So here, we'll play both of them, and we'll let you guys decide in the comments.
Tune it up, KD.
That sounds good right there.
Don't mess this up.
It's in there.
Let's go.
Dunk that.
Please tell me the camera was on.
Special edition Christmas Day uniforms now available.
Tune it up, KD.
Let's run it back. Think we still got it?
Give me that. I got you. Let's go! Down the chimney.
Now that's the spirit.
I'm ready. Please tell me the camera was on.
All right, so let's pick some Christmas Day games since that's the most important day on the calendar in the regular season for the NBA. San Antonio at New York is kicking things off at noon.
I would love to pick the Spurs, but I just feel like the Knicks got too much going for them.
I'll pick the Spurs.
And I don't think that the Spurs have enough help around Wemby right now.
I'll take the Spurs. Minnesota at Dallas at 2:30. I'm going to take Dallas.
Yeah. I knew that when they made the trade with New York that they were going to lose this thing, that they were going to lose the trade because Randall's just not fitting with them. Not the right way.
I don't even have to ask you about Philly-Boston, but Philly-Boston, I'm picking Boston to make my pick, so
That's gonna be
Andy's taking Philly.
It's going to be a blowout. No, I'm definitely not picking Philly. I wouldn't be shocked if we won the game by 30.
says Boston -9.5
Yeah.
is the line right now.
I wouldn't be shocked if it's 30.
All right. At 8 o'clock, you got the Lakers at the Warriors. I'm going to take the Warriors.
I'm going to pick the Lakers. I'm surprised at how, like, I was surprised at how fast they started under JJ, but then I'm also surprised at how fast they came to a skid. Like, I thought that, you know, if they were going to be better like they were at the start, I would have thought that would have been longer. And I'm not saying, because at one point they were like 10-2 or something. I wasn't expecting for them to go.
So they're 4-9 their last games?
Something like
Yeah,
that.
because they're 14-11.
It's not, it
that's
isn't
bad. It's like they raised the banner again.
something like that.
And then closing it off, the nightcap at 10:30, Denver at Phoenix.
I ain't picking against Jokic. 1 assist away from averaging a triple-double.
Oh, has he gotten to that? Okay.
30.9, 13.3, and 9.9.
Ouch.
Yeah, I'm not picking against Jokic.
No. All right, so does that about do it for the NBA for you?
I think so, yeah.
All right. All right, so we'll move over back to the NFL now, and we will pick the games for the Christmas day, if it'll load.
I didn't know there was Christmas
I don't think
Day.
not on Christmas Day, actually. Sorry.
But the Christmas week. It's week 17. Yes, there are Christmas Day games.
Oh, there is.
Yes. Oh, these should be some good ones.
God dang. So I was looking at the NBA market to see or at the NBA game times to see where these ones reflect. So let's see. So Pittsburgh and Kansas City's kind of in the middle between the first two, and then same with Baltimore, Houston between Philly and Boston. All right, so we're going to start it off on Christmas Day. The Chiefs at the Steelers.
So I think both teams still, like, at least until week 16, I think the Chiefs are still looking to maybe get one more win to actually secure the top spot.
Yeah.
So they're going to be still trying to win, but at the same time, the Steelers are still trying to win because they are in jeopardy of falling into the wild card. So I think I'm going to pick the Steelers. The defense is going to come out and show up this week.
All right. I will take Pittsburgh as well. Kansas City can't get lucky forever. Baltimore and Houston. I don't know what the hell is going on down in H-Town, but they've got a problem.
The sophomore slump versus the best Lamar Jackson we've ever seen. 34 touchdowns to 3 interceptions. Does he win the Heisman or the Heisman? Does he win?
Yes, he did win the Heisman.
Does he win the MVP or is it going to be Josh? Because I think unless somehow Burrow and the Bengals are able to back their way in, that's the only other way. That it's not one of those two.
And see, I feel like, and I'm glad I don't have to pick between those two because, I mean, you're splitting hairs at that point, deciding which one you go to it that way.
You almost have to give it to Josh. Almost. I don't want to say. Would it be because of historical precedent? Because no one's won 3 MVPs in a row, or no one's won back-to-back MVPs rather, have they?
Let me look that up.
Starr, Bradshaw, and Mahomes are the only ones to do it.
Oh.
Yeah, I just don't see it happening.
Okay. I don't either. And I mean,
And that
Allen
would
is
be his
having a hell of
third.
a season.
Yeah, Josh Allen has been ridiculous.
We got games Wednesday, Thursday, Saturday, and Sunday. Good Lord. And Monday. We got a whole, I mean, this is better than Thanksgiving weekend for the NFL. Thursday we have Seattle at Chicago.
Josh Allen has 3,400 yards, is completing 64.4% of his passes, has 25 touchdowns and 5 interceptions. And hang on.
I was about to say,
The
how many
running
rushing
stats are
yards?
somewhere else.
Oh.
I have to go find those now. He has. Nope, that's not correct. He has 484 rushing yards, 11 more rushing touchdowns. Holy cow! 41 first downs on the ground. He's averaging over 5 yards a carry.
And he's got a receiving touchdown.
Yeah, I was gonna say he also
one
caught
catch for 1 yard and 1 touchdown.
No, I don't think he has a catch. It was a pitch. He got it
Oh,
pitched
that's
back
right.
to himself.
Never mind.
And hang on, I'm going to click on the Lamar stats since I got him right here and see his rushing. Hang on, I got to go to the whole career thing. So, he's got 743 rushing yards. He only has 3 rushing touchdowns, though.
Good Lord, I didn't realize he's ran it that much
It's
this
all
year,
Henry.
it seems like.
Yeah, and Henry's getting all the touchdowns.
Yeah.
See, I feel like I got
still want to give it to Josh, though.
I think I got to give it to Josh. It's a tough argument. It's a close call. Oh, yeah, that's something else. How many fumbles does Josh Allen have this year? Because Lamar has 8.
Ooh.
Yeah. He's only lost 4 of them.
Okay.
He has lost 2 fumbles this year. He has fumbled 5 times. Oh, you're really kind of splitting hairs.
I know.
But
I'm giving it to Josh since he hasn't won one before.
Got to give it to Josh Allen, yeah.
All right, so that will take us back to Thursday. Still got a Thursday night game this week. Seattle at Chicago. I don't even have to ask you.
Yep, picking Chicago. I'm kidding.
So hold on, I can scribble that off.
I'm not picking Chicago.
Chargers at the Patriots. Chargers.
The Chargers.
All right, so if everything works out for this past week, then Cincinnati, this will make or break their season. Denver at Cincinnati.
Hey, I was begging and pleading and everything for chaos in the final couple weeks of the college football season.
You were.
And I got my chaos. Maybe I start begging and pleading for chaos down the stretch here in the NFL. I think I'm picking the Bengals. Now, I'm only making this pick because I think we're going to beat the Browns. If we lose to the Browns, I'm picking us to lose this one too. But if they're able to win the Browns game, is Joe Burrow going to lose to a rookie in an elimination game?
No.
I don't see it. Yeah.
No.
I just don't find a way.
All right. Last one, Arizona at the we're at the Rams. I'm going Matt Stafford. I think they were 2-4 at one point this year, and then they've turned their season around. The Rams have.
Yeah, I think I want to pick the Rams. I guess I will.
All right. And now on to Sunday. We got the Jets at the Bills. Nope. Sorry, Rodgers. Allen by 2 scores at least.
Oh, yeah, that's going to be bad. They're still playing Rodgers still?
He played last week.
At some point, they're going to cut him.
Green Bay at Minnesota.
Or they're going to bench him, I feel like. I said cut. Whoops. Green Bay and the Vikings. I feel like Green Bay, or I feel like I want to pick the Vikings, but it's hard to pick against Green Bay in these late season games. Like, I guess I'm gonna pick Green Bay.
You're going against Sam Darnold.
Yeah, I know.
I'll take the Vikings. You want chaos? I want chaos because the Lions played the Vikings last week of the season, and that could determine the division winner right there.
Yeah, there you go.
If both teams went out to that point. Oh, God, the Dennis Allen Bowl. And he's not on either team. Can I pick the tie in this one, too?
I'm picking the Raiders. That's what I know.
Yeah. I don't think, no, I'm picking Vegas. Antonio Pierce could save his job if he wins that one. I heard he doesn't have control of the locker room or anything. I was reading an article online.
Yeah, I don't know if he can. I really don't know. Which is, it's so crazy because when they fired the coach last year, the team loved him, and now just within one calendar
It's not
year,
even been. Has it been a full calendar year yet?
It's close.
Okay.
Something like that. But Colts,
Yeah.
Giants.
Oh, Colts. I ain't taking Tommy DeVito or.
I'm picking Tommy DeVito.
Oh, you go to hell, Andy.
Because, hey, if the Bengals are gonna get in this thing,
We only got to lose one. We don't have to lose to the Giants.
it might be to the Giants though.
Damn.
You want to go to that one? Tickets are as low as $9.
I'm not going to the Meadowlands. No, they don't have a dome. Indy has a dome. Carolina, Tampa. I think Baker, he is playing hot right now. They went through that rough patch, and I call it a rough patch, and I think they lost by 7 and by 3 in those games, but they just look bad. But he's got Mike Evans back and healthy. I'm going with Tampa.
Mm-hmm. I think I agree.
Are you getting off the Bryce Young hype train now?
No, I'm still on the hype train.
Okay.
I still think Bryce Young can be a dude, but that doesn't mean they're going to win every game.
True. Tennessee at Jacksonville. Oh, God. Ew. All right, so this is Doug Peterson versus Mike McDonald? Bo Callahan, sorry.
I don't know. Bo?
Not Bo. Why did I say Bo? Who was he? Who was
Brian.
Brian. I'll take Doug Peterson.
I was like, what is going on here for a minute?
I don't know why I said Bo. Who's Bo Callahan?
I guess I'll go with Doug Peterson, too. I somehow trust Mac Jones more than I trust the mayonnaise boy. Dolphins, Browns. I'm picking the Dolphins because the Browns sat Jameis.
Okay.
That's my entire reasoning.
Okay, never mind. I said Bo Callahan because he was a fictional football player in one of my favorite football movies. In Draft Day with Kevin Costner.
Oh, all right.
So that's why that jumped into my head. Dallas, Philly. Philly by 20. I'm not going to say 20 because Dallas does have...
By 20. I will.
Nah.
I will.
Dallas does have Parsons back, so that helps out a little bit. Atlanta and Washington. Washington. Sorry, Michael Penix. You're not going to go 2-0.
Yeah, no, I agree.
Detroit returning to where they lost in the NFC Championship game last year.
Assuming the Lions don't keep losing guys, I think they could dog walk them. That's just my number one fear, is that they're just going to keep getting hurt.
I'll take San Francisco. No. I'm sticking with Dan Campbell.
It's hard to pick against the man.
It is.
MCDC. All right, we got anything else?
Well, do you want to compare teams to NFL? It's up to you. I can edit this out too, so.
Not really. Freaking, and then that gives me more time to get up there and get ready. So, all right, I guess that's going to do it for this week's episode of Play by Play, episode number 132.
Yep.
It's been fun. Merry Christmas, everybody. This is officially the Christmas episode. Don't have anything special planned this time. Christmas ended up on a Wednesday. It's really bad for our schedule, and just, I don't know. Things didn't land well here at the end of the year. So I guess that's going to do it for, like I said, number 132. We'll find a time to get back in here between now and the end of the year.
Oh,
to be
yeah, we
able to
got
get
end of the
New
year
Year's show
recap,
in.
all that stuff. And who knows, maybe now that I have time, we can write some New Year's resolutions for not just NFL teams like we do, but other sports teams as well.
Yeah, maybe. So, yep. You guys enjoy the holidays. Merry Christmas. And we'll see you guys back in the 4th year.